first want to recognize our sponsor for November, and that is Jennifer Chapman with the Board and Brush. And she also donated a $50 gift certificate. It's going to be going into the pot of, so our raffle today is something we've never done before. So the three of us are each donating a $50 gift certificate. And I think that what we should do is I donate one too, since we have our sponsor donate, so that'd be 4, so it'd be 200. So we're having the raffles. I don't know if we're going to be doing them separate or not. Jody was taking care of that, so we'll get back to you on that, if we're going to have 4 winners or how that's going to work. But so what we're going to do is the Queen and I, Heidi and Joey, are going to get together and pick one really needy woman and give her the money from the raffle today. So, donate to that raffle a little more heavily than you would normally, because this may go to maybe buy Christmas gifts for her children or food that she might not be able to have. So do that. And what you can do is you just minimize at some point you minimize your screen, you go to pwnmonterey.org, and there's a place where you just buy raffle tickets on there. And then at the end, we'll have our raffles on that. So that is what I have to say about that. Today is a week before what I believe is the most important holiday in America. I don't know if many of you would agree with that, but if no other holiday really centers around family and gratitude, which is huge, it's huge to me. So I thought we could spread that around the week before and get a legacy going here. We do have legacies within our organizations. All 3 of us do. And those legacies are, they're formed with a common mission and also gratitude. And they're kept going by shared stories. And so our common mission and our common bond is to be with like-minded people, to bond with our like-minded sisters, and to use their services when needed. And so I thought, what better than all 3 of us come together, bond, be able to use our services, really look at each other and what's needed. There's so much talent in our 3 organizations. And so I really like what Dean Graciola says. He says, find the who to show you the how. And that would be like in Heidi's case or Joey's case. They're the who that's going to show us the how on different things. And then also find the who to give you the need. And there's many of us that have needs. We have what Marion Taylor has to offer with her great organizational skills and her food packages. They're amazing. Little package. You put a few ingredients in it, you have a beautiful, beautiful meal. So there's so many things. Janet, your beautiful scarves, and not only scarves, but the clothes that we wear. Megan, she looks so gorgeous the other night in something that she had bought for you. Now, who could figure years ago, tell me this, Joey and Heidi, would we be buying something from Erie, Pennsylvania when we lived in California?
It's crazy, isn't it?
Did you ever think?
No.
Yes. And Marion's helping you guys look great. Oh, in Erie, you're helping us here in California, many of you. Rochelle Bryant, she is my kid's tutor and lives in Colorado. It's just amazing things that are going on right now within women's organizations. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Heidi, and I'm going to let her tell about her organization, about herself, and go ahead and take the floor, Heidi.
Hello. Well, of course, I have to start with the signature hello. So everybody, I need the wave. Hello, everybody. I want to feel the love and the energy. So I love that Teresa is pulling us together and with the theme of gratitude. And I'm Heidi Park-Kerner. I'm the founder of the Coffee Club Divas Presentation Skills Coach, if I haven't met you. But what I want to first shout out is to Teresa and to Joey. They are truly an answer to a prayer. None of this would happen if it wasn't for Joey. So let's give Joey a round of applause. The reality is, this is the power of networking. Is I was on a podcast with Kat, who some of you know, she's a PWN member, and who was behind the scenes helping with the podcast, Miss Joey. Miss Joey was so impressed with the Queen that she invited me to speak at a chamber in California, Alameda Chamber. Is that right? Am I saying that correctly? This is all virtual. And guess who is in the audience? Teresa. This is how it all started. And it's amazing that Teresa started stalking me. I started stalking her. And I'm having fun with this. The truth is that these women and these groups have been an answer to a prayer. I have been running the Coffee Club Divas, which I love, for 10 years. We just had our big 10-year anniversary. But there was the part of me that kept saying, I want to take them higher. Who are the women that we can go to the next place? Who are the women out there? I want my ringleaders that are here today, that how can I support them in going higher? And PWN and the Prosperity Club showed up. And then another quick little backstory. When I moved to Erie, Pennsylvania, back from California, so if you feel a little bit of the LA vibe, I lived in Los Angeles for 20 years. And I moved here, had a small networking group, we sold it. Marion Taylor was in my small networking group. We could not find our tribe. So Marion and I, and there was another gal, Carol Ann, the three of us would meet at Panera Bread and mastermind. But this is very kind of painful. Marion, do you want to tell them? We came up with a name for just the three of us. Marion Taylor, what did we call ourselves?
The Outsiders.
The Outsider. Can we cry? Because you know why? I love Erie, but we did not fit in. We had big personalities. None of us were from Erie. We couldn't find our tribe. With the support of Miss Marion and Carol Ann, they encouraged me. They're like, come on, Heidi, do it again. Start another networking group. And the first meeting had 20 women. And I thought, do you guys want to do this again? And they said, sure. The following month, 25. And 10 years later, we have over 125 women. 80% of them are still the ringleaders. And that's who I want to acknowledge, my ringleaders. There's a reason we're all in the front row, at least on my Zoom. Janet Casir, who is the fashionista, who dresses us all and makes us look spectacular. Marion, that keeps us all organized. And my beautiful Linda, lovely Linda. If you haven't met Linda, I'm glad you can see her today. She's such an angel that usually there's like a big cloud around you. And she has this wonderful, she does vision boards. How many of you have done vision boards before, visualizations? And she created something in my honor. She calls it the Queen's Comfort Box. And it's a wonderful basket of all kind of goodies that I requested for Christmas for my husband. I sent it to my niece. But I am so grateful that Marion pushed me to say yes. And there were all these women that needed what we have. Janet's been with me from the beginning. Linda's been with me, and many of you with my other divas that have come on board and jumped right in. I'm looking at this tapestry right now. I knew Tarni in Los Angeles in my 20s and 30s. We lost touch for, about 20 years. The gift of bringing her back into my life, I'm working with her personally. So I am so grateful for bringing these women together. It's an answer to a prayer for me. And I want to know how much I respect PWN. As a leader, I'm always the leader. So wanting to take everyone higher, but what about me? I needed inspiration. All of you, the PWN women, many of you have coached me personally. Joey's one of my coaches. Patty Farmer is helping me. I'm re-inspired for everything because they are taking me higher. So it's a win-win. I get teary-eyed. It's beautiful. It's beautiful seeing you all here today. So thank you. And for my new divas, Charlie jumped in like gangbusters, and Rochelle, who's one of my hemp girls. And I'm just so grateful for all of you being here. And Mary is a double dipper. And Hung, would you just please raise your hand? I know everyone's doing intros. I'm kind of doing my pre-intro now. She comes from a refugee camp. If she's from Erie, Pennsylvania, she teaches Vietnamese cooking, and a big part of her donations go to nourishing the children. So I don't know if I missed anybody, but I'm just so grateful. And Roxanne, how much do we love Roxanne and how she inspires me? She's given me tips on doing FaceTime Live. So we learn from each other. And yes, Erie, Pennsylvania awaits your presence. And in this holiday spirit, thank you for the gift of you.
Thank you,
Teresa.
Oh my gosh, Heidi, that was so good. I thought you were going to lose it for a minute and cry, and so I was like, oh no, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, it's okay. We can be vulnerable with each other, right? That's part of the process.
Yes, I liked how you said we're a tapestry, because many of us are woven together, and there's no bond of geography to that, and we're just kind of woven together, and it's so nice. So I like the tapestry. The beautiful Joey Garrity with Prosperity Club.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you. And it's so true. So when I heard Heidi, and she was from the same kind of background in Hollywood with me, right? I have a really great influencer friend over here. And I said, you know what? Let's bring people from outside the backyard. Let's go out there, let's stretch and let's grow, because that's the only way that we're all gonna really elevate and soar higher and higher. And I believe to my core that there is plenty of spotlight to go around. And I love we's. And here are two amazing we's. This is a very rare opportunity that two other sister leaders out there are said, hey, let's all get together and let's introduce our networks, guys. That's huge. It's huge. How often do you see that happen? That to me is a real issue out there in the community, right? Where everyone's like, well, this is my tribe, and that's my tribe. I was like, y'all, we're all tribe. Let's go, right? And it's by getting out of each other's backyards, right? And inspiring and learning and growing and stretching with each other. And how I started the Prosperity Club was with Gina Estrada. Gina and I we hadn't talked in a couple of years. She said, hey, I have a house in Monterey. Why don't you come and see me for the weekend? I'm like, okay. We have not seen each other like 3 years, right? But she was such a generous spirit. And she said, I want to introduce you to this amazing group called PWN. And I said, yes, without hesitation. Didn't even think twice about it. She brought me out there. I got to meet these amazing ladies here from PWN, Teresa, Marion, and Jody, and all kinds of people through Gina, right? And Gina also was a huge reader. She was all about knowledge and empowerment and how you're going to stand in that spotlight through that knowledge and empowerment. So she loved the 5 a.m. club. I was not a fan. I got to be honest. I've never been an early bird, right? And so she just kept pushing me and pushing me. But you all, that's what mentors and that's what people of genius do to you, is they stretch you and make you step out of your comfort zone. And so I said yes. And let me tell you, the first month I was in a really, really bad mood. I was exhausted. I wasn't used to getting up at 5, right? But what it did is it changed my entire perspective. So I went to her, she said, hey, come back down. Let's go to lunch with PWN girls. And I said, yes, without hesitation. Yes, this is my tribe, right? And we went out and we got back to her place. And I was so inspired by these ladies that I said, Gina, let's take some of the elements from some of the different aspects of what we're doing. And I'm like, and let's start something called the Prosperity Club. And I said, but we can't make them get up at 5 because people are going to throw things at us. But I said, but the reason I want to do this is, I said, because I think that there's a gaping hole out there, particularly around women, thinking it's okay to be wealthy and prosperous. And I'm like, and I want to start an entire club and movement across the United States and globally, reminding women that it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be prosperous and wealthy, right? Because then you're opening doors for others to do the same, right? And so that's how the Prosperity Club was launched. It was birthed. And Gina said, okay, let's do this. And I'm telling you, that woman, she put, I know, every time I talk about her, I cry. She was just such a close friend and such a mentor, but she put such wind underneath my wings. And she was just one of those women that she planted a seed, and she believed in women. She no gossip, no, you can see this sometimes out there, right? And I think it's poison, right? Particularly for women's groups. I've seen entire women networks go down because of gossip, right? Because someone thought there wasn't enough spotlight because someone else was taking a spotlight. And I'm like, no, this is how we all thrive together. So that's how the Prosperity Club, because of that kind of wind underneath my wings, I started soaring higher and higher, started shows that I could bring people on like yourselves to bring on, because they're the ultimate commercial and business card. And why shouldn't women have a large business card and spotlight out there in the marketplace? So I just want to give gratitude first and foremost to Gina Estrada, right? Who is an angel who watches over all of us. And I'm telling you right now, she is so excited that we're all here together, and that there's all these we's that are coming together, and that we're like thriving with one another, right? And a big shout out to Miss Lucy Greco right there, who's gorgeous. Miss Lucy, I just adore her. Lucy was one of my first clients, right? When I first started out, she's actually one of the first women that said yes to me. So it's really impacted my personal, my professional life. Thank you, sister. Miss Melinda and her teal over there. Gratitude to you, sister. So I've become so close with Melinda. She's become a really close friend of mine. Very appreciative of her. Miss Virginia, I know you're back there, honey. Hello, sister. Lana, get to know Lana, you all. Lana's awesome. She just moved to Utah. And this is what I love about virtual, right? Even though Lana, because she was in the Bay Area, I used to see her in the Bay Area, even though now she's in Utah, we're still close. We just Zoom, right? So Lana's joined the Prosperity Club. Jody, Miss Jody. You know, this queen is actually, she's going to be getting an award in December, Miss Jody. And my husband and I are going to be coming out for that to support that, of course. And Claudine is all about delicious eating, helping women to eat healthy, but liking what they're eating. That's huge, right? So I love that too. Miss Marion, the Marion Way. We are going to be doing a premiere VIP party next Tuesday, launching her website, the Marion Way. She's going to be giving a lot of her holiday and helping people to take her solutions into 2022. Game changer for me. I use all the Marion Way, everything. Marianne, and who's gorgeous, who actually came to Gina and our workshop. That's when we first met. And that was incredible. So did Teresa. And Teresa, you just became the president of PWN, right? When you came to that, right? And you, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yes. So I'm just very appreciative. And Roxanne, Miss Roxanne and I sit on the board on a social media influence board for PWN. Love you. And you know, I met Roxanne through another sister in Canada that had me out in Canada 3 times for 3 workshops. So I was able to build a Canadian tribe out there that I'm still very close with, right? And all of this happened because one day, this sister, she called me, she found me on social media. She's been watching me and she said, I'm gonna be in San Francisco. I said, okay. I said, I'll come see you. I said, I'll take you on a tour. Like, this is my backyard. She's like, you'll take an entire day to hang out with me. I'm like, yeah, I would love to. Best day ever. We formed such a strong bond. That's how I met Roxanne. That's how I became a speaker, an international speaker, because she brought me out to Canada. So there's just, it's endless opportunities, guys, when we just ask, just put out the hand, just ask, ask for support, ask for a tour, ask to meet, ask to have a virtual coffee. It's incredible what will happen for all of us.
Thank you. Thank you, Joey. Yes, it's, I can't go without saying that, and I don't know, Gina, when I first came on the board, I mean, she influenced me so much, and she was so sick. She was dying of cancer, but she was living more fully in that year than I've ever seen anyone live. And I remember at the first board meeting, we didn't have Zoom and stuff. It was before everything happened. It was like in October of 2019. It was my first board meeting as president. And I looked down and there's a woman on Zoom at the end of the table. And I turned around to listen to her, and I realized she was in a hospital bed with tubes all tied up to her. And she was telling her report of what she was doing on the board enthusiastically. And I thought, I love that woman. She's my hero already. And I just attached myself to her, and I learned so much from her. So she's our current Woman of the Year until the end of 2021. And she's been an influence to so many of us on here. So had to talk about her. So we'll have a little gratitude exercise with our beautiful Tarni. And then we will give you each the opportunity to express your gratitude to whomever you would like to in the 3 organizations, whether they are on this Zoom or not, and whether or not there was money exchanged between you. There doesn't even have to be money exchanged, just something you're grateful about that person for. So let's get to it. Are you ready, Tarni?
Yes, I am here and ready. Can you hear me? Oh, good. Oh, so I'm on. Thanks, Teresa. That was my introduction. I'm sorry, Teresa. Thank you. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Tarni Falloon, and Body Centered Medicine is my business. And I'm just delighted to be with you today. We're going to do a short experiential exercise. So make sure you get yourself comfy in grounding and in gratitude. And we're going to focus on ourselves today. Going to focus on yourself first, and then, this will move this energy into the gathering. But before we go into the process, I'd like to ask you just 1 out of 10. You can put it in the chat, or you can just jot it down. How grounded are you let me ask this again. How grounded or in your body are you on a daily basis? So just take a moment to feel, well, how often do I feel connected to my body? If being in your thinking head, you're busy, you're doing lots of doing might be a 1 or a 2. And if you're very centered and grounded and present, it would be closer to a 10. So just feel into that. How grounded on a daily basis do you feel, and how present in your body? And the second question is, what's your level of gratitude daily? So that means, are you too busy to feel it? You get overwhelmed, you don't think about it, you do it at maybe you've got a judgmental, critical self that's pushing and driving you, or you're in overwhelm, or, you just got a busy day, or that you're feeling gratitude often. And just see, 1 out of 10, what that is. So it's really just a sense for yourself to feel like, well, where am I with grounding? Where am I with gratitude? So as you're feeling into that, I just wanted, my definition of being grounded is connected and present in your body. So have a sense of being home in yourself, and it's anchored in the lower belly or pelvis. So when I'm grounded and present and I'm in my body, I'm embodied, I've got my attention deep into my lower belly. And thanks for all these numbers that are coming up. That's great. And then being grateful is a sense of being thankful, and it's a feeling. It's not an act. It's not a kind gesture. It's not a doing thing, but rather it's a feeling, and it's more centered in the heart. So today I want to take take you into a relationship between these two of grounding and gratitude. And really to ground in your wealth and intelligence of your body, which is the work that I do, is you're able to release past traumas, pain, any sort of mental or emotional upset or angst. And it's about clearing that out of the body. The more you ground and feel grateful, the more you can open up to new possibilities, new pathways, and just live the best version or the best possible version of yourself. And as businesswomen, it's really imperative that we do that. That, you know, for our health, wealth, and well-being, we need to be grounded and grateful. And then things really can flow. So we're going to just, for the next maybe 5-7 minutes, maybe the next 7 minutes, just going to move into an experiential of feeling that in your body. So if you would like to just close your eyes or get comfortable, maybe loosen some clothes. If you know, make sure you're warm, turn your phone over so you're not getting distracted. And just settle yourself in your chair. And let's begin. So with your eyes closed. And allow yourself to feel, or allow yourself to become aware of your breath. So follow your breath and just see where it takes you. Where does it take you into your body? It's really the key to grounding. And just allowing your breath to bring you home to yourself. So you're just feeling your breath, not thinking your breath. And maybe place your hand where you feel your breath. So just right now, where you're being invited to go inward, to just become quiet, less distracted. Just finding that deeper sense of self or calm or ease. And as you do, be aware of being part of this community, of us coming together as women, and a sense of connection and a sense of not being alone. With your breath, just letting it drop a little lower, maybe into the lower belly, or if not, just a little bit lower into your body. And grounding comes from inhabiting that lower belly or your pelvis. And just be okay where you are. There's no should or shouldn't. I should be here. I should be doing this. Rather being very present to how you're feeling in your body and how your breath is. And where your breath is reaching. And then as you follow your breath, as you feel your breath, and allow your breath to maybe find some more places in your body. Allow yourself to feel or imagine you're breathing down into the earth. One image many people use is the tree. And just feel that anchoring through your spine, maybe from the top of your head, down to your tailbone, to the floor, and into the earth. Just feel yourself or invite yourself, or maybe have a sense of relaxing in and letting go. Just allowing yourself to sink into and unwind into the earth holding you. You often talk about Mother Earth, that nurturing energy. So feeling, or maybe a sense of being held or supported or connected to. And just how willing can you, right now, can you sink into that sense of connecting to the earth through your spine, through your tailbone? And recognizing you might have done this many times before, and just with the beginner's mind, just allowing this to happen one more time in this moment, right now. And taking another breath, and then shifting your awareness to something that you're grateful for in your life, or something you feel very grateful right now, and feeling that feeling, allowing that feeling of gratefulness. And where do you feel that in your body? What's the feeling? What happens in your body when you're aware of gratitude or gratefulness? And just allowing that to wash over you for a few moments. You sink into that sense of being grounded, and that feeling of gratitude, quite possibly in the heart. And your physical body may be starting to relax. As you do it more, it will let go of tension. It really invites the nervous system to feel a little safer and to let go. Grounding in gratitude creates a positive field inside of you and around you. So it's an attractive energy. And it's a powerful portal to divine flow or guidance, opening up to new pathways and possibilities. So just sitting with that right now. Ground in gratitude as you sit in that. Allows you to accept and know who you are, and what you have is enough in this moment. There's acceptance, compassion, worthiness, and loving. It's deeply nourishing to the body and soul. It has many effects physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. As we sit in this sense of gratitude and grounding in gratitude, what's one thing you're grateful for about yourself? What's one thing you're grateful about yourselves? Really be with it, know it, and hold it. Too often, we don't do this for ourselves. Really feel it. When you move into the feeling body, you're changing the chemistry and you're changing your perception. So allowing yourself to appreciate or feel that heartwarming feeling and love and appreciation for yourself. And recognizing as you do it, as you do these more body centering medicine techniques, there's a sense of resilience and stability and trust that's built, and a deepening relationship with yourself, and a place where you can then attend to and heal pain and anxiety and issues, and be more present to other people, but also finding your own vitality and freedom. Before you open your eyes and we move into the next section, I want to just read you a couple of words, firstly from Piglet from A.A. Milne. Piglet noticed that even though he had a very small heart, he could hold rather a large amount of gratitude. Piglet noticed that even though he had a very small heart, he could hold a rather large amount of gratitude. And Meister Eckhart says, if the only prayer you say in your whole life is thank you, that would suffice. So now taking a few deep breaths and gently open your eyes, wiggle your toes, and just allow this energy then to flow as you share, as we move into the next piece, sharing with everybody else. And I appreciate being able to share this with you today, and thank you. And if you'd like, I'm going to leave some information in the chat if you'd like to connect with me. And I'd like to invite you to a free Tuesday night class I have on body centering processes and connecting techniques. So, but just thank you very much for this opportunity, and I'll hand it back over to Teresa.
Tarni, thank you. Tarni is the founder of Transformation Body Centered Therapy, and she just by happenstance said, hey, you want to get on with me? And it was the best session ever. It was like just going in. I'll tell you what she did in a nutshell. She identified a part in my body that holds onto this kind of weird feeling. It was my stomach. Well, we identified it as a black stone, and this stone was anger. And the stone, and it wasn't a bad anger. It was actually a productive anger that had my best interest in mind. So it's a whole thing about going in and kind of finding out different parts that are kind of doing weird things. She helps you with that, and she helps you identify things with it. So it was way more than I ever would have expected. So give Tarni a try. Okay, so we're going to go on to the part where it's all about you and all about others. And we're going to start. So what you'll do is your name and a little bit about your business. And then you can go into who you're grateful for and your gratitude, or actually if you have a testimonial. And we'll start with the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Marion Taylor.
Caught me off guard there. Hi, I'm Marion Taylor. I am the owner of Simple Solutions for Living. I am the owner also of Simple Lifestyle Solutions and the creator of the new Marion Way. So I live in Erie, Pennsylvania. I am thankful for Heidi that introduced me to Teresa, that introduced me to Joey. And I'm so thankful that I have gotten to meet most of you on here, and I look forward to meeting many more. So, and I am so grateful just for the sisterhood that's in this room, and I look forward to growing that relationship with each and one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Marion. Next, another diva. You divas are always right on time, so you're right at the top of my screen. Janet Casir.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Janet Casir, and I am the founder, chief, and bottle washer of my company, because I take it from A to Z with everything. I am the only person, and I do it all. I have founded my company about 11 years ago, and right soon after that became a member of the Coffee Club Divas with Heidi, and since then have grown. Simply Scarves, time went on. And it's a online unique clothing boutique, I'm gonna say. And I love it. And in that meditation, Tarni, I wanna thank you. And I feel very grateful regarding my being personally in touch with myself. That would be my gratitude when we were looking inward. And I want to just say thank you for that. I think it's a journey, and I can say I am grateful for that. So you can look me up on Simply Scarves and more, and Simply Scarves Taiwan. I'd love to have you jump on and help you any way I can. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. Janet's personality sells her clothes, which speak for themselves. She has a lot of clothes that are they're lightweight, easy to pack. Some of them are really flowing, beautiful things, and they're really reasonably priced. So
Thank you.
yeah, yes, get on with Janet and check her out. Marion Taylor also does these really cool things. Like, she got on a Zoom with me. We went to a closet that is my nemesis. It's just a place I do not like. And she really helped me of what I was going to do with that. So that's what she does. She takes you in through it and gives you ideas that you never came up with. And then she gives you a plan and checks on you. So just great, great things. Heidi.
Back on. Oops. Am I back on?
There you go. Yes.
I was just so relaxed in the Tawny spirit, and I
Well,
thought
you're making it
a
work.
grateful piece. So, and I believe I gave a shout out to several of you, and again, a heart to Teresa and Joey. And I think I missed, though, the first time around is our other Marion. How fabulous that we've got these two Marions. And Marion is amazing with clothing. So Janet has the clothing, and Marion just helps you to kind of create your style and own your colors. And we had such a great session, and I just love talking to you, Marion, and I just so appreciate your wisdom and how beautiful. Can we just discuss? She's always so perfect, and she's taught us all how to own the camera and to look at it. And I just enjoy, and I just wanted to say I appreciate you being a diva, and that you helping my divas to dress the part, to look the part, to be the diva that they are. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Heidi. Heidi, I'm doing the Queen's Academy with Heidi now, and she really takes us through some great drills. I don't think she realizes they're drills, but they are, and they keep us in line and on course of some of our goals. It's a 5-week course in November. Just truly loving it. So check her out on her website, on her Facebook page, and she'll keep you abreast of all the stuff that she's doing, and hopefully you can sign up for something that's coming down the pike. So thank you, Heidi. Joey Garrity.
Well, my name is Joey Garrity, and I'm a brand director, author, and international speaker. I'm really grateful. I'll be launching my second book here in February. And the second book is all about helping people to being their own superstars and how to grow their love bucket capacity. This is something I've been working on personally, beta testing it for the last 2.5 years, and my life has transformed in the most extraordinary ways. So this is part of my purpose of why I'm here. So I'm excited about that. I'm very grateful for all of you. I want to give a shout out to my mom and gratitude to my mom. My mom was raised me to be a woman's woman. My mom's very supportive of other women. She also just has a real gentle kindness about her. She's very generous with her talents and her gifts. And she's just put so much courage. Even when things were difficult for me, my mom was the one that came along, picked me up, dusted me off, and say, let's keep going. Get in for emotion, sister. So yes, I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and I'm sure every sister here is grateful for their mom, right?
Yes. Thank you, Joey. What Joey offers in her Prosperity Club is we meet once a month, and Joey worked in Hollywood, like with celebrities. The one that pops up into my mind is Will Smith. And so she knows all the in and outs of how to shine in your spotlight. And she gives us these tips that you just don't hear anywhere else. And I know Marion Gallatley really, I know you've absorbed some of these tips. I have, they're just amazing, amazing. So thank you, Joey. We're going to Linda now.
Hi, everybody. My name is Linda Laird-Stuszewski, Coffee Club Diva, and a creativity coach of do-it-yourself craft kit subscriptions, Escape to Sculpt workshops, which includes the vision boards, which I love and have. I just love to see people grow, meeting their goals through that. Also craft classes and a Queen's Comfort Box. Yes, that is a tribute to the Queen. And I would say my gratitude there is for each and every one of the women here, the ones I have spoken with, the ones I haven't yet, but to have a sisterhood, to have that comradeship that we are there for each other and the support we give each other and how we want each other to soar. That's so important that we're there cheering each other on. So my gratitude is to Heidi. And I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, I had nominated her as one of the women making history in Erie. And I said to someone, I had to do it because she changed my life so dramatically. I had very little confidence. I couldn't have do a public speaking at all back then. I couldn't remember my name to say it, but she's made me come a long, long way. And I've watched her do it with hundreds of other women too. So shout out to everyone here and to Heidi. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Linda, if you haven't noticed already, is very elegant. And she, in her last life, she was an engineer, correct?
Yes,
She
industrial.
had a high-powered job as an engineer. And when she retired, she kind of went a whole another different direction. And with that, she, when she showed me these dolls that she makes, these lifelike dolls. So if I commissioned her to do one of my grandchild, it would look just like my grandchild. And when she showed me, I was, you know how when you're just in awe, when you see something, you know it's a true gift from God, that she was able to do this. The veins, she showed me an old lady one, right? And
Yes.
the veins in her hands and it was totally amazing. So yes, she does boxes that you can order, and she kind of specializes them for who you're ordering them for and what kind of person they are. So keep her in mind for your holiday giving, because I think this year a lot of us are looking for different things to give to our family, a more meaningful and not just something you buy that's made in China or that's just not real thought of, that you go to Target for. So, and we want to support small business this year. A lot of us are feeling that way. And so keep Linda in mind and everyone else here in mind. And what we'll be doing as PWN for small business appreciation, I think that's the day after Black Friday. We're going to be doing a post, and then each of you are going to be putting offers in the feed. So that will, you know, we're out shopping anyway after Black Friday, and so we'll be using each other. So make sure you get those offers in the feed for the Professional Women's Network, and it will be in the larger group, so you don't have to be an actual member of the Professional Women's Network. That's what we're offering just to small businesses that are in our larger PWN group that's not just members only. So let's go to the lovely Marion Gallatley.
Hello, everyone. And it's just when I look at this screen, I just think how lucky I feel and in gratitude to be a triple dipper. So Heidi coined the phrase a double dipper, but now, you know, I'm also part of Joey's group too. So I think I'm a triple dipper. And I am a stylist to successful women entrepreneurs who at 50 and above are ready to either discover for the very first time or possibly rediscover the joy and the power of their style. So I just want to say that there are many people here that I'm grateful to. And first and foremost are the three leaders that brought us all together today. And each one of you are unique in your own way, different in your own way, have brought wonderful things to me in your own way. And for the three of you, I'm very grateful. And then, of course, for all the friends that PWN certainly has cultivated over my 20 years as being a member. So I'm a long seasoned member of PWN, and just very excited to have Teresa, brought the collective together. And to my friend Jody Royer, who is a client who I just am loving working with, to Florence Catania for the wonderful headshots that she just did of me recently, and that I'll start posting. So anyway, I'm just thrilled to know all of you, and I look forward to getting to know more of you in a deeper, more meaningful way in 2022. So thank you.
Thank you, Marion. Well, you can tell Marion and I have been together for a long time. I think I started 23 years ago in Professional Women's Network, and Marion has taught me so much, not only on when I walk into a store, I always hear Marion's voice. I always hear her say, that wouldn't look good on your body style. You have to go with this, or this pattern won't look good, or this color's, I know you like that color, Teresa, but that kind of yellow just isn't doing it for you. And I hear her voice all the time. In fact, I took a course of hers many years ago, and I said, please, Marion, don't shut it off. Can I just keep it? And I listen to you whenever I go on the treadmill, and I listen to the same course over and over. And she's like a kind of a big sister, maybe only 1 year older big sister. I don't think she's even 1 year older than me, but she is like the big sister to me that tells me, no, you need to do this, and this looks good on you. And even the etiquette, like don't bring flowers out of a vase to a hostess, because they're in the middle of the throes of welcoming guests and cooking, and here you hand them flowers. They're going to hate your guts. They're not going to love these flowers that they have to arrange in the middle of this. So from that to which side your forks go on and your spoons, and when you're sitting at one of those big tables with all the glasses and cups, and so now I know exactly what to do. So she's been such a helpmate for me. So thank you, Marion.
You're welcome.
Let's go to Dana.
Hello. My name is Dana Arving. I've attended a couple of PWN events in person over the years, many years ago when I worked at the Salinas Californian. And I connected with Teresa and Jody and Megan recently, and they invited me to attend. And so thank you very much to everybody. I'm currently the operations and advertising director at the Monterey Herald. And I've been doing that for, I think, 6 or 7 years now. Previously, as I mentioned, I worked at the Californian for a long time, and I worked at the Gilroy Dispatch and Morgan Hill Times at one point. And since everybody's doing a little advertisement, I wrote a book this year that was my pandemic, what do you call it? Shelter in place. My husband found a paper that I did in 2008 when I went to CSUMB, and he said, you should make this into a book. And I did. And it's a Christmas gift. It's a very little book. It's called Common Courtesy in an Uncommon World. And it's addresses everything from, I think someone just mentioned, I should have talked to Marion and gotten all the using utensils correctly and everything. I'll have to add that in a future issue. But just things like when you're driving and paying attention and being nice to people that are waiting on you, your bartender, your server, things like that. So anyway, but so I'm grateful for my kids and my husband, and being able to be involved in your network. It sounds like a really good organization. So thank you.
Thank you, Dana. Dana is also a new member, a brand new member with us, and just enjoying having her around and tapping into her expertise. And she really, already she comes in and she's one of those members that gives. And just really appreciate you, Dana. Claudine.
Sorry, my screen was being all wonky. I was like, where's my thing? Hi, I am Claudine Francois, owner of In Good Clean Taste. I help women lose their next 10 pounds eating foods that they love. I am so grateful for the connections I have made this year because, as many of you mentioned earlier, having those connections just can really impact your world and your business in such beautiful, wonderful ways. I especially want to give a shout out to Joey Garrity because I begged her for months to teach me the love bucket capacity, and she finally broke down. And as she said, it changed her life. It is absolutely, I can absolutely see the impact in my life. I am a convert, I'm a believer. And I am so grateful to you, Joey, for sharing that with me. So thank you.
Thank you, Claudine. I'm grateful for you. Your Facebook and your posts and the things that you recommend for women. I can tell you're very caring, and I follow some of your things. And I think I've actually lost some weight because I hear you in my head saying, no, you don't need that key lime pie. So you can do this. So she gives you really great tips. So go on her Facebook and check her out. Thank you. Let's have Florence come up front and center.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Florence, and I have my studio here in Pebble Beach. And I photograph people, basically. So it could be from a straightforward executive headshot to a very creative portrait. I work here mainly in my studio. I'm very expert in lighting, so I have different lighting setup, and I think I also do actually children portraits and family portraits, anything related to people. And I'm very grateful for you, Teresa, to have invited me. Being a member, I think it's essential as women to be part of a community of support and empower ourselves, with the friendship and the support of everyone. I'm very grateful for Marion and Joey and you, Teresa, to be my first client of the network. I really had a blast working with you, and I'm looking forward to do more work with any members in that network. So thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Florence. Florence has a beautiful studio in her home, her home is gorgeous. It's just fantastic in Pebble Beach. And it's very large and sprawling, and her studio is very roomy and a lot of natural light. It's just a really nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Florence. Remember to go over and buy your raffle tickets because we want to support that woman in need for Christmas. We're going to donate all the money to one woman that's very much in need for Christmas. So you can go to pwnmonterey.org and you'll see a big place where raffle tickets are. You just click on those to buy those. So let's move on to Lucy. You're on mute, Lucy.
Sorry about that. Hi, I'm Lucy Greco. I'm a realtor in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I'm grateful to knowing Joey. I've known Joey for quite some time. She has helped me very much personally and with my business. I'm so grateful to her and all that she's helped support me with. I'm also grateful to Mary Schwartz, who I met at Anthony Robbins, and lucky enough, together we're networking in the same network, just out of walking the fire together. I'm grateful to still be a part in Mary's life at this time, even though we don't see each other. I'm just grateful for all the connections and all the wonderful people that I get to meet every day and connect with. And yes, these groups are helping me so much. I'm not always fully involved, but I am staying connected and doing my very best to contribute and do my share. So thank you.
Thank you. I hear great things about your realty company, the things you do around it, and amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
Melissa.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Melissa Paddock. I'm the owner of Paddock Financial Planning and a financial advisor with Raymond James. I help professional women and their families achieve financial stability through financial planning. And really going into 2022, I plan to put a big focus on reaching out to the sandwich generation. That's people who tend to mostly be women who are taking care of their aging parents as well as young children. And there's a lot of struggles that come along with that. So planning on having some resources out there at the beginning of 2022. And I would like to say that I am very grateful for Miss Megan Mers. I joined PWN, I guess somewhat blindly. I just jumped in. I didn't know anybody who was in it. And as our membership person, she was my first point of contact. And since then, she's been so encouraging and encouraged me to get into being on the committee for the WADI event in December. And that has been just an even better opportunity to give back to our community and to honor the women that we are networking with. So thank you, Miss Megan, for roping me in and making me such a great, being able to be such a wonderful part of this organization.
Thank you, Melissa. Well, you just jumped in with both feet. You're on committee. You're so helpful, and with the Woman of the Year committee. And it's just great having you here. I like the way that you kind of are attracted to helping the younger people with their financial planning, which is really important because a lot of times when we're young, we're not thinking about, we need to do that. So I really like that aspect of your business too. Thank you. So let me see, my screen got a little mixed up. So I'm going to go to, yeah, you got really mixed up, ladies. My screen. Carolyn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Carolyn Gish, and I'm actually here in Vancouver, BC, but I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I actually was just in Britain for 2 months, and so I'm sitting in quarantine for 2 weeks. So I'm out on Saturday, which will be nice. And but it's raining because we're in the mudslide area of right now, Vancouver. Even if I wanted to leave, I can't because the roads were washed right out. It's very bad. So yeah, they have no way of getting trucks in and out of Vancouver at all, or trains. So it's been quite something. But anyways, I want to say up front, I'm so grateful to be a part of this group and meet you wonderful ladies. And I hope to be able to go down to the US at some point and meet you all in person, but I'll be virtually seeing you for the next while. And so I'm actually a holistic nutritionist and also a sales trainer. And so I'm a facilitator of the 90-second sales solution. And I teach established service-based entrepreneurial women that to speak and write in a language that attracts their ideal clients, and also to communicate more effectively and live a more empowered life in their health and in their business, and increase their sales up to 300%. But the other thing is I also through that sales is I work a lot with clients that are in the nutrition and wealth background. So it's interesting listening to Melissa because my background is actually in financial planning. I was a financial planner with Royal Bank in Canada for about 6 years, and I got into health and wellness because I burnt out from being a financial planner. And so it's exciting working with clients to help them communicate more effectively, because as Melissa said, that is a huge area of that sandwich generation and transfer of wealth. And so, just communication is at the key of everything, And so that's what I love, helping clients with that. And also menopausal, I have a no-nonsense solution for menopausal women and getting their hormones back into balance and their gut health better. So thank you very, very much. I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And I wanted to also send out some gratitude to Patty Farmer, who has an amazing force in PWN. And she's really transformed my life in working with her, and just to see me see me sometimes when I can't see myself. I think that that's one of the things that is so important about having a supportive network of women. And Joy, I think that whole idea of the love bucket capacity, I think it's just that we often, we need to show up in the listening that others have of us. And sometimes that's a struggle for me. So it's wonderful people that can see me for me. So I wanted to thank Patty for always have my back that way. And when I'm sometimes in my head too much, which I can be, that she can see the beautiful light that I have to share in the world.
Thank you, Carolyn. And Carolyn and Roxanne are international members, and we are so grateful for them. And Carolyn, I look forward to getting to know you better.
Yes, I'm looking forward to getting to know everyone here much better.
Thank you. Melinda.
Hello, everyone. I'm Melinda McGurk, and I'm with Realty Concepts, which is a real estate company here in the Fresno, Clovis, California area. I am thankful for my husband. He's amazing and very supportive, and
Thank you, Melinda.
Sorry.
I like your husband too.
Yeah, sorry about that. But anyways.
He's very, very kind.
He makes everything possible, and I respect that about him. But I also want to thank Joey, because she's helping me pull together sales training. So I am passionate about sales. And I believe that sales, you're not born to be a salesperson, and that you can learn the skill sets if you decide you want to. And so I'm going to help women learn the skill sets and be better salespeople.
Nice. Thank you so much. And thanks for driving all the way down from the Clovis area to be with Joey and on her birthday and just have a great time. Thank you.
And I'm heading back over today because my driver's training on Laguna Seca is tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Have fun. Racetrack.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Lona.
I was just looking for an essential oil because my head was starting to hurt. So sorry for that. Anyway, my name is Lana Drew. I am the owner of Happy Healing. I believe that if we don't feel good, it's really hard for us to accomplish our goals. So my focus is on empowering people, women, whoever, to have the tools to know how to get themselves well really quick. I've practiced it over the last 10 years, and I've been told that I get well faster than anybody else they've ever known. So that's my goal, to teach people. And I am thankful, first of all, for a loving God that created so many amazing sisters for me to learn from, love from, grow with, and uplift other people in this world. And within the network, I really only know 2 people, and that's Joey, who really got it started for me. And I'm just thankful that she can take, an insecure person and pull them into their spotlight and help them to see what they're capable of. And she started the journey for me. And Jody, who I met with yesterday, who probably ruffled my feathers a little bit, but today it's turned into this amazing, enlightening experience that I think is going to take me further than I thought I could go, and pulling out the things that I've had in me for many years that I've really wanted to accomplish, but just never have. And I'm thankful to the universe and God and whomever the angels are that made my trip to California fall apart. Because now, like I said, I have 3 days that I can actually do something. So this is awesome.
Nice. Thank you, Lona. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to move on. We have about 15 minutes. So if we can, kind of speed it a little bit if you can at all. And because I do want to get to everybody. Sometimes the time factors don't work out so good as they do in my mind. So thank you for being patient on that. Let's go with Creighton.
Let me unmute myself. Hello, everybody. I am Creighton Mandeville, and as I am in a lot of women groups, I am the token male member. I worked for Planned Parenthood for 12 years. I also run legal services for seniors here in Monterey. I ran it in Santa Cruz and San Benito for 10 years before that. And I have only had one boss in my life besides my wife, well, that doesn't work. I've only had one boss in my life who was male, working for Planned Parenthood and the libraries and board of directors. I've had one president of the board who was a male. I have a 14-year-old daughter who is my sort of inspiration and fan, although that's difficult to say because she's a 14-year-old high school freshman, which has all of its natural challenges. And I was jumped into the gang by Megan at a Monterey Chamber of Commerce event. Thank you, Megan.
Nice, Creighton. And thanks, Megan, for inviting him. Hope to see more of you, Creighton.
I am coming to the big event, and I also donated some woodworking that I do with my daughter for the sale for that.
Oh, thank you so much. We have the lovely Jody.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jody Royer, and I'm the president of Monterey Marketing 360. And I believe that business is the alchemy of transformation. And my company brings your magic to your market and fuels your brand. I do digital marketing that's innovative and tech savvy for lead generation. And I help you break through your technology overwhelm by doing full service marketing and effective advertising for you. And I've been entrusted with the technology by PWN for the last 3 years. I'm the technology chairperson. And Dr. Maluna Fauch is one of my clients. And I am currently helping Lana examine her marketing and her messaging and supporting her in her journey with that. And she's actually helping me. We're doing a little bit of a trade. So she's helping me clear some unconscious blocks, which it's so fun. It's really hard to do your own brain surgery, especially when it's subconscious. So I would recommend Lana for that. I would recommend Marion Taylor for your powerful presence. I would never have chosen this color for myself ever. And it was in my palette that she gave me, and somebody offered this to me for free. My partner is giving it up. So my mind has been opened up, which means a lot of things I had to, challenge my own stuff. And Marion's just like picking at me and going, let's think about this in a different way. So she challenges your status quo, and that's what I do for other people. So Lana, I'm so grateful I fluffed your feathers because nothing needs to stay the same. Also, just Joey Garrity and Heidi Park-Herner and Teresa Ream. I'm under your umbrella of influence and love and connection, and I appreciate you every day. And the board of directors of PWN are spectacular and marvelous. It's been the best board ever. And I've been with the board for about 4 years, almost 4 years. So I just want to appreciate everybody because I was nominated to be the 2022 PWN Woman of the Year. So I'm super grateful and honored that you believe in me that much to give me that gift. And I would ask for all of your input on how I can leverage this opportunity to bring more light to PWN, because that's what it's all about.
Thank you, Jody. And you do bring light to our lives, and you work so hard for PWN, and we're so grateful for you. I'm glad to call you my friend too. Can we talk to Rochelle? Come on forward, Rochelle.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rochelle Bryant. I wear many hats. First and foremost, I developed a business called Roar Tutoring and Mentoring. I take tutoring to a totally different level. I see children for who they are, how they learn, and really build their confidence and find their coping mechanisms through navigating through the world. I also work as a consultant for CBD and all the wellness with Charlie. And my new hat is I am becoming an author, public speaker, and soon to be podcaster. Is that the right way of saying it? I'm really stepping into my purpose. My purpose is definitely teaching others to go from surviving to thriving, specifically with getting rid of those excuses that we all use. And I live through example. I have been almost 15 months post-transplant of a kidney. So that is my segue into who I am thankful for. Definitely the person who donated their kidney so that I could have another Thanksgiving and every day that I'm grateful for. And I'm also grateful for Heidi. She's exactly what I needed. I needed someone who celebrates my successes and then goes, okay, let's go higher. So I'm really appreciative of her, and for Teresa for giving me the opportunity to work with her grandson is an absolute gift to me. So that's me in a nutshell. And in 2022, look out for my first book.
Thank you, Rochelle. Oh, she does a great job tutoring my grandson in math, which I'm horrible at. And he actually looks forward to working with Rochelle, which you know how kids are with math. So yes, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Let's go to Roxanne.
Hello, ladies. Oh, first of all, it's like, Carolyn, we have another Canadian in the house. High five. Whoop, whoop. I'm just inland from you 5 hours. I'm here in the North Shuswap. So I am just so grateful for social media, for us to be able to connect so much purpose, passion, and light and love at a global level. And I just feel all these, this pinging, this sparks, this energy is just delightful. And knowing that, and I just want to begin first of all with Joey. That's my gratitude, that she was a catalyst and she didn't even know it when I was banging my head on the keyboard, trying to figure out this online business place of remembering that there is enough success and sunshine for us all. And so many other women in this field have, like, they're your marketers, your coaches, your trainers, your teachers. We empower, we inspire, we enlighten every single day. And sales doesn't have to be the slick and the ick and the cold and the impersonal, the direct. And women can have a place where we can share the light and love, the purpose and passion we have within inside. And our sisters are not our competition. And together we are more. So Joey didn't know that she was actually, well, she does now, but she was actually one of the very first networking marketing communities, like networking connective communities, when you stop doing the things that were ineffectual, that were having us on this hamster wheel of ineffectually trying to build an online business, and discovering that, you know, we can show up and be ourselves. And that was the most delightful thing, is that we step into our spotlight and be raw and real and relatable. We're fully transparent and authentic in our connections and our conversations, and our businesses bloom. So long story short, I empower women to take advantage of non-traditional networking. dropping the old school that can sometimes be complicated and convoluted, and making that online shift where we can take more control, as could we know women want what we want at the savings we need delivered to our door. I have been with Modaire's, a social retail company, now for almost 5 years. And I love the attraction marketing aspect of it. I love the eco, the green, the clean. You who know me best, collagen and wellness is my jam. It's my passion. And yeah, I'm known as that collagen queen because I know how important it is in so many facets of our world. And especially women as we age within menopause, you know, it's just incredible, that estrogen menopause connection of how it wreaks havoc upon ourselves. And there's things that we can do. And so we can feel better. And when we feel better, we show up better in the world. Mwah. Thank you, ladies. And I'm grateful for us all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Roxanne. I stalked Roxanne too. I was so glad I did. She's just so delightful. And I said, you have to join. And she just did. And you joined probably about a year ago. And it's just been awesome. And she is part of my anti-aging strategy. And first it's hitting the gym almost every day, balancing your hormones. And then I take her collagen and her trim, and the collagen really helps with the joints and the skin. It's amazing. So thank you.
Are you grabbing that purple spoon with the limited edition Christmas
I
blackberry?
am. Yes. Yes, I was looking in there and then I got sidetracked. So yes, I got to get back to it and get on that. Thank you. Let's go to Charlie.
Hello, everybody. So I'm going to be very short and quick. So my name is Charlie King. I am from Wisconsin. I'm a little ways away from everybody. So I am the motorcycle maven of the group. I ride my own motorcycle, and I also teach motorcycle safety at a local college here. But I am very grateful that I have a way to help people touch their pain points with CBD. I would like to thank Heidi for helping me this last, 6-7 months, and introducing me to all of you beautiful ladies. And I would like to thank Rachel for being an accountability partner and keeping me going and kicking me when Heidi isn't, she is. And I sit here and listen to all of you ladies, and it just helps me know that I need to reach a little bit higher and keep aiming for those stars. So thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. Charlie, CBG.
CBD.
CBD.
CBD for body and
Yes.
soul.
I use her cream for my shoulder. It really helps. And then my husband takes some things for his joints and pain, and really seeing a difference. So thanks, Charlie.
Very happy.
Let's go over to Stephanie.
Hello, everybody. My name is Stephanie Souza. I am a loan officer with Treehouse Mortgage Group here in Monterey, and I create experiences of care, support, and transparency by providing innovative loan solutions for homeowners, home buyers to realize their dreams in home ownership. I work on Team Dawn at Treehouse, and our niche is really the self-employed, because those are outside the box solutions when it comes to getting money to residential mortgages and things of that nature. I am grateful for so many of you and this space, specifically Laura Daunt, who kind of was like, come to this thing with me. And I came and I was like, this is amazing, I'm joining. And then Miss Megan Mers for just being such a warm welcome, and really just kind of bringing me into the fold. And as with life, it gets a little busy, so I've been a little disconnected, and I wanted to take this opportunity to come and reconnect. And I'm really grateful for spaces like this. As a young professional, it's one of those things where you come into your profession, your career, and you're like, okay, what now? How do I connect with people? How am I vulnerable yet professional, and connecting with women and men in your area? And it's been a stepping stone for me to take my business to the next level, as well as just myself, you know, and getting to know other different people, and also, you know, in the time of transition in your life, and so I'm just getting into my 30s, where you're kind of letting go of toxicity and people that don't serve your life anymore, and then in creating new space and inviting better and new people into your life that uplift you and keep you grounded and transport you to the next level. It's really powerful and it's really special. And so I'm grateful for this space and inviting me into it. Yeah, so I'm just grateful for all of it. I really do appreciate it. And thank you all very much.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better also. Let's go to Hong. Hi, Hong.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I was about to go pick up my daughter, but I want to.
I'm glad we caught you before you left.
Yes, thank you for having me here, guys. My name is Hong Fong. I'm currently living in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm part of the Coffee Club Diva. So as I'm sitting here, just listening to everybody's like gratitude, and my heart is so full. And especially this past 3 years, you know, actually starting my life, kind of like the next phase of my life after the divorce. And I just feel very thankful for God, you know, for have brought so many wonderful women into my, and I consider as a sister and my tribe, and especially with Heidi and you know, the divas and friends that I just feel like every day it's just something that I say, what can I do, you know? And everybody in Asian woman I met, they inspire me to do more and like, you know, be more, and maybe be inspire other women that have went through the same thing that I did. So I actually, my business is, I partner up with New Skin Enterprise. So I love to help people, love to help women to feel good through like beauty, nutrition, facial, and even after, you know, my cooking as well. So it's all about healings and using my hands and all of love and care into it. And especially I have the love for the children. So very, very grateful for my friends, for the community. And thank you for having me here. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Hong. And she has a great life story, just amazing. She was in a refugee camp for a few years. She just helps. She helps her community. Anytime there's a need, she's there. She's cooking for them. She's taking care of them. And she's just an amazing person. Thank you, Hong. Let's go to Joanne Geisner.
Hi, I'm Joanne Gessner, and having grown up in Pittsburgh, and because of the time, I'm going to switch into my East Coast voice, so I apologize to all you Californians, and I can relate to all the divas in Erie, Pennsylvania, and what a great service finding your tribe and challenge it is in Erie, Pennsylvania, so I salute you all, and I am very grateful for having. I'm the director of the Monterey Transcendental Meditation Center here in Monterey, and I am very grateful for having found the Transcendental Meditation technique 52 years ago this Sunday, and very grateful for being able to teach this TM technique for 45 years. And Florence, my TM course was in France. I became a TM teacher in France. And I'm also very grateful to Rosemary Leonard, who is one of the original, I think, founding members of PWN. When I walked into her shop and asked, what is PWN? And she introduced me to PWN. And Rosemary was taught TM. She's a longtime TMer. She was taught TM by the TM teacher in our area, who was also the TM teacher for Merv Griffin, for all you LA people. And Merv Griffin was responsible for having hundreds of thousands of people learn TM because he had Maharishi Mahesh Yogi on his TV show back in the day. And Merv used to host TM meetings in Pebble Beach, Marion. And I'm very grateful also for all the PWM members that I've taught TM over these years. And I'm very grateful for all the PWM members who are interested in learning about TM. I'm also very grateful to Marion for helping all those tips on dressing beautifully and authentically. And I'm grateful also for all the meditators, TM meditators in our area, because they help to uplift and raise the collective consciousness of our area to make life better. I'm also very grateful lately, just yesterday, for these great interviewers, Patty Farmer and Teresa Ream, who interviewed me about TM, and they're great interviews. If you have any chance to use them for promoting your business, go for it, because not only did they ask great questions, but they knowing what questions to ask is important, and they help you get to the underlying truth of what's important about what you do. So
thank you,
all of you.
So thank you, Joanne.
It wasn't too fast for all you Californians.
Thank you. So I invited Rosemary, and Rosemary invited you. So that's how we are all interweaved there. Let me see, Megan Mers.
Well, man, I think in general, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be part of Teresa Ream's company, the Ream Companies. And on top of that, I am the lucky person to see how she runs her business and with PWN. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity of how she's changed my life and introduced me to people I would have never saw myself talking to and having a connection with. And, you know, seeing all your names on a piece of paper for membership and actually getting to know them on a personal basis, it's been just an honor. And, you know, throughout the pandemic, I feel like I've made more friends in this whole situation than I have in the past. And there's a lot of faces that I do know, and I appreciate you guys and Teresa.
Thank you, Megan. She's an extraordinary team member. I told her yesterday that I had a vision for what my marketing should look like, but I never had someone that took it by the horns and carried it out like Megan does with such heart and soul. So thank you, Megan, so much.
Thank you.
Let's go to Mary Schwartz. Are you there?
I am. I'm running from here to there, but yes, I'm here. Mary Schwartz. I just celebrated my 13th year with Send Out Cards. I'm an executive with Send Out Cards. And basically November is my favorite month because I help people show their gratitude to not only family and friends, but to their customers and referral base. So that's what I love doing. And really quickly, because I know we're out of time, I'm so deeply grateful for each of us, each of our powerful leaders here, each of you three, and also all of the ladies that are parts of this group. And I've purchased from many of you. I love the collaboration. And if I have to pick one, Marion Taylor, believe it or not, the advice she's given us on this big move we're doing right now has been invaluable on how to downsize and weed out and release, your connections with some of the stuff that you really should release when you're making a big move. So thank you to each of you, and I am very grateful.
Thank you, Mary. And we do a lot of send out cards through Mary, and they're just you can just make them so personalized to your clients. So if you don't know about Mary or send out cards, put it in the put your information in the chat, Mary. You should be using them for your marketing and keeping in touch with your clients. It's just amazing. Did we get to, wait a minute, who did, Tarney?
Yes,
sorry, Tarney, everybody switched and flipped around for some reason. Tarney.
That's okay. Wait a minute, can you hear me? Yes. So I just want to first of all say thank you very much for the opportunity to start the process today and move into this gratitude and appreciation. And I'm Tani Falloon of Body Centered Medicine. I'm the creator of Body Centered Medicine. And I help people, as you probably experienced, move into their body, but help them clear out any trauma, which is a big part of the work I do. I do somatic work, trauma work, but any reoccurring pain, anxiety, mental angst, or anything that is getting in your way of getting you stuck and not moving you forward. And the body has all the answers. And someone wrote their book's coming, my book's coming too. I'm in a writing class to write my book. But I'm very, very passionate about becoming more embodied and do your health and healing and expanding your business through listening more deeply to your body. And thank you for that few minutes. I want to just give a shout out, first of all, to the board of PWN, everybody that I've connected with. I'm not going to go through each one of you. You know who you are that I've connected, like, Jody and Teresa and Marion, etc. Always been just so welcoming, so kind, supportive. And I've had coffees with different ones, and I'm really loving getting to know the people. I'm actually in Pasadena, California. I want to give a shout out always to Heidi. I would not be here if it wasn't for Heidi, so blessings. Heidi and I knew each other in California, as some of you know, when we were single, and both headed off out of Santa Monica with our men eventually. But Heidi started me on my speaking career. We used to be in a speakers bureau together and anyway, just very grateful. And the other one is Patty Farmer. I'm working with her at the moment to single out someone, and she's just a powerhouse. So that was quick, but thank you very much. And I appreciate being part of this group and looking forward to getting more involved as time goes on and getting to know more of you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And happy Thanksgiving to everyone, by the way.
Awesome. Yes, you're amazing. And yes, I do want to give a shout out to Patty Farmer too. She's helped me in my marketing so much. It's been just amazing. She's really helped on PWN with the think tank that she does, and just the ideas that she brings to PWN are just amazing. Totally. I'm always amazed, which I love. So let's get to, did I miss anybody else? Okay. If you didn't buy a raffle ticket, you're welcome to either stay on or get off if you need to go. I'm really profusely apologize for going over. We don't do that very often. I try not to. But if you did buy raffle tickets, stay on. We'll do that quickly and get our winners out. Are you ready, Miss Jody? You're on mute.
Here we go. Okay, I was just closing down the raffle.
Awesome, thank you so much.
And I just want to say this is the biggest raffle we've ever had. My little wheel of magic is so crowded, you can't see your names. We have 390 tickets.
Whoa, oh, going for such a good cause. Thank you, ladies. Claudine! Woohoo!
Okay, so Claudine gets the first one. Here we go.
Hey. Oh, Vicky's amazing. She couldn't be here, but we would love her.
And here we go, our third time.
Mary.
Okay, the last one, ladies. Visualize your win.
Woo. Okay, well, we will each be mailing ours to the respective winners. And so we'll probably be getting your address and stuff if we don't have it. And I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. And thank you so much for participating. I know it took a chunk out of your day, but man, I was so worth it to me. Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
Mwah.
Have a beautiful
Thank
day.
you guys.
Great seeing you all.
And a happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
Massive amounts of
Bye.
love.